Hi everyone, it's Suzette from Suzette's Craft Studio, and I'm here today to show you or give you a tutorial on how to make these folded papers. It's one piece of 8.5 by 11 paper, and it's 3 folds. It's super simple. Let's get started. All that you need, like I said, is an 8.5 by 11 paper, or technically any rectangular shaped would do. If you want a smaller one, then it would just obviously be a shorter, or if you wanted it longer, maybe you're doing a fatter page. But you take your paper, and then what I like to do is you're going to fold it, kind of make like these little peaks. I like them even, but you don't have to make them even. You can make one taller than the other, but to make them even, obviously you can eyeball it, but you kind of want to make the distance between this and the distance between there and that peak. If they're about the same, you're going to get them pretty even. And then you just bring it down and fold it. And then I'm going to show you really quickly. You're just going to fold it in like this. But before we put those creases in, you want to make sure that your width is not any larger than the page you're gluing it on. So what I usually like to do is just kind of set it up against whatever paper I know I'm gonna put it on. Try to maybe center those, and then that way I can more see how far. Maybe I want it closer in. I don't want it that far. I don't want it that close to the inside of the page. I want it more in. But I usually try to do it maybe about 1/4 of an inch away from the paper. And then same thing with this side. You're just eyeballing it. It doesn't have to be even. Whatever looks good to you. And as you can see, that's the shape of it. It's pretty well much done. Now it's just the fun part of decorating it, adding accessories, and then deciding on which way you want, what side you want sticking out. So we have different options. I'm going to switch over to one of the ones I've already decorated because it's kind of easier to see. So on this one, we have this fold right on the outside, and if you like it that way, great, but you have other options. You could make this side, your left side, more on the outside, or you could tuck this in. Get in there. And so you have a little bit of leeway or different looks just by the way that you fold it. One of the things that I would say is for gluing right now, this part right here tends to get hung up if you're sliding a tag or something in there. So I will glue this piece down right here, but that's the only thing I glue down right now. I wait and do all the gluing at the end. Now from here, you would also want to, if you want to age your edges, you're going to unfold, right? And then they just start aging or putting that whatever edges you want to do. If you do, like on this page, this was printed paper. I'm going to unfold it to show you. This was a digital printed that I printed out. But when you only print on one side, I didn't want to print on the second side, you will see peaks here and here where this is white. It's just the back of the paper. So I used a scrap, one way to use up some of your scraps, and then just cut them to size. I do usually, wherever the fold is, I have the paper go past it, so that way, one, it doesn't get weird when you try to glue in that fold, and it is not going to show for whatever reason. And then same thing on this edge, right? I just cut a strip wide enough to cover that, and then glued it on. And then from there, you just have your decorating options, right? So on this one, I used just leftover scrap paper that I cut into strips. And I put I tried to center this one first, and then tried to make the distance of this one from the top of the edge of the page about the same, just so it looks even. And then on this one, I used ribbon. And then maybe on this one, you can use washi tape, you can use ribbon. Here's some different looks, just to give you guys an idea of how it changes the look depending on what you use. Here's more of a kind of a grungy, whoops, my washi tape got messed up. Kind of a grungier look. And then this is more of, to me, of a feminine look if you want to add lace to it. And you could, you know, you don't necessarily have to put it on that strip. You can do it anywhere that you want to. And then I usually bring this side up front, and then I'll add a little pocket or, you know, glue something here. You could put stamping, whatever you need to do. The last step is really gluing. So once you've decided which way you want to fold it, all you need to do is put glue on the bottom. And you're doing that so that way nothing falls through. You're sealing the bottom. But you're just going to put it on the edge here, tuck it in, put it on the edge here, and then tuck it in. And then you're going to decide how you want to glue it on your page. I'm going to bring in and switch over to a page that I am currently working on. This is from the steampunk journal I'm currently working on. And I usually glue this the same way just because I like the multiple pockets it gives me. But, you know, of course, you've got all of these little slots for pocket areas. This last one back here. And then here's where you want to decide, do you want this to be a pocket where it slides all the way down to here? Or do you want it to be a tuck spot like I usually do? And then I make this side a pocket to where it's something narrow can slide in here. Now to do that, all you have to do, it's where you glue it. So if you want the side pocket, you're going to glue these 3 sides, right, and not glue this one, right, that's your opening. If you do that, just something to be aware of, when I glue across here, I don't do it way up here because that doesn't seem to give you enough to hold whatever your tuck spot. So I usually go down to wherever that edge is and glue it straight across from there. So it does make a slimmer pocket on the side, but that's okay. I usually do a tag or something and it doesn't seem to impact it. And then obviously if you just wanted to make it, you don't want that side pocket and you just want it to come from the top down, you would just glue it on the side, the bottom, and then the right side as well. And that's pretty well much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it gave you some inspiration and something that you found how to do something new. If you want to see more or if you like this, please click the thumbs up for the like. And if you want to get notified when I do another tutorial, subscribe to my station. Thanks. Bye-bye.